Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I am going to get ready to go out to go get grocery and some supplies for my mom. But before I do, excuse me, y'all, before I do, I want to do this WWE Hell in a Cell predictions. So let's get started. So we're going to start off with the kickoff show. The kickoff show will only have one match, and it is the New Day, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the New Day versus Rusev and Aiden English. I feel like this will be a good match. Um, um, I think this will be a good match, and when it comes to the percentage wise, it's a 50-50% because it's sounding like this is going to be good, a good match. Because I think it's going to be Xavier Woods and Big E versus Rusev and Aiden English. So I think Rusev and Aiden English probably would have a good chance. Depends on who wins. If no cheating goes on, but like I said, it's going to be a 50-50%. So let's move it right along. So then we have Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. And they've been building this feud up for the last few weeks. And with this feud, it's also a 50-50 chance. It's 50-50 chance Randy Orton will win, and it's a 50-50 chance Jeff Hardy will win. So yeah. Now we're gonna go to the Raw Tag Team Champions. Um, so this the way that Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre won those titles was they eliminated the Revival. The Revival for weeks and on weeks was building up for that tag team opportunity. And what does Brian Corbin does? Oh, he they said give us the tag team titles. And they say, oh, he already got a tag team title. What happens? He said, oh, if they don't make it, I can pick somebody else. So that was him simulating eliminate the rival. All right. So now for this, it's going to be Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. All right, let me tell you what my percentage right here is. It's only with 30% that Dolph Ziggler and McIntyre will actually contain that title. Only with 30% that Ziggler and McIntyre will contain those tag team titles. And I'm telling you, with 50%, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose will win it. Okay. Moving right along, we got AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. So this has gotten so brutal, so nasty that AJ's family has been brought in it. And I do not condone the way that WWE is using AJ Styles' family part of the storyline. I don't condone that. Now, so what Samoa Joe said to Wendy and her daughter every time they are there, oh, I can be your new daddy. To me, that was kind of below the belt and very disrespectful to the Styles family. Now, what the family shouldn't have never been brought in anyway. So now it's going to be this. It's going to be AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. That's a 50-50 chance because they have wrestled each other once before in TNA. And every time Samoa Joe wrestled AJ Styles in TNA, Samoa Joe never came close, but never won that title. So I'm putting 50-50 chance on there, but I wouldn't be too surprised AJ Styles could retain that title belt. That's one. Okay. So I want to go on to some good ones I want to talk about. So we got Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman with special guest ring announcer Mick Foley for the Universal Championship. Okay, this was needed. This was needed. This is my thing about it. I mean, Braun Strowman, you want a opportunity, but Roman Reigns is part of the Shield. The Shield was not going to allow you to do that. I feel like you waited too early to try to cash in. Now hold up, y'all don't go after me because I feel like he was a little too early wanting to cash in. I feel like if he had held out, and I'm saying held out for one of the biggest events to like held out to the biggest events till that next year of WrestleMania of next year, oh, he probably would have had a chance to make his to do that, but he didn't. So to me, he is cashing in a little early. But with this match, I have a 50-50 match. 50-50 that Braun Strowman might win, so 50-50 that Roman Reigns will win. I'm a huge fan of Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, but I am undecided who I want to win. But I have a funny feeling Roman Reigns will contain that title belt. Okay, so I want to start with the SmackDown. The SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. This is also a 50-50 chance. But the way that it went down last month, I understand Becky's frustration. This was her moment. This last month was her moment to win it. And Charlotte comes back and weasel her. No offense, I like Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte Flair weaseled herself into the title picture and end up getting the title back from Carmella. I understand Becky's frustration. So my thing is it's a 50-50 chance, but it's the 50-50, and I have a funny feeling that Becky Lynch will come out on top and Charlotte Flair will be will not win this time. This is a match that I feel like it's a match that I feel like Charlotte is not going to win, and I have a funny feeling that Becky Lynch is the one that's going to come out on top on this one. Now let's start with the women's title belt on SmackDown. And then I got my biggest match I want to talk about. We got the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Alex Bliss. Now, this match can be good if Mickie James and Alicia Fox is at that ring, but knowing that, I'm gonna say they're gonna be at that ring, and it should be a even playing field. So I feel like Stephanie or Triple H or Vince McMahon needs to come in and say, okay, Mickie and Alicia Fox, you are not allowed at the ring. If Natty is not going to be at that ring or Trish Stratus, then you not. But if these two going to be at the ring, please allow Trish Stratus and Natalia to be at that ring to have Ronda Rousey back. Because I have noticed Ronda's a good champion. She has done very well, and Alex Bliss is trying to get into her head. Alex to me has never is at some points was good champion, but to me it has now gone to her head thinking she's better than everybody, and she's not better than Ronda Rousey. Now I'll say out of Ronda Rousey with 50% and Alex Bliss with 30%. Out of 50%, Ronda Rousey will contain this title belt against Alex Bliss. Let somebody else go for it, because I'm just sick and tired of seeing Alex Bliss in the title belt opportunity, and I will do a video about that. Now, the biggest match I feel is one of the biggest matches is for SmackDown. It is Brie Bella Bryant and Daniel Bryan versus Maurice and The Miz. Finally, this I cannot wait, because with 50%, I will say Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella Bryant will win this match. Miz and Maurice will come up short of 45%, because number one, they Miz them has been attacking Brie and Nikki, been attacking Nikki, not Nikki, excuse me, been attacking Brie and Daniel Bryan for the last few months. And I only think this started, as y'all know, a month ago, where it was just supposed to be between the men and thing. And I told y'all the women was going to get involved because Maurice had no business handing what she handing me some brass nuts to win over Daniel Bryan. This is all about Daniel Bryan moves. He's like I'm saying. Men need to stop using Daniel Bryan's moves completely, and WWE need to co-sign it. That's all this is all about. But then with the females, it's all about a rivalry that goes back some years ago that Maurice just cannot let go. But like I'm saying, I'm Team Daniel Bryan. I'm Team Brie Bella Bryan and Daniel Bryan. So that's who I want to see. And the question of the day is, if you can pick anybody out of everybody I mentioned, and think, what is the title belt championship you are looking forward to? And then the biggest question of the day, if Ronda Rousey could take her title belt, who should be next to go for the Raw Women's Championship, excluding Alex Bliss? Okay, y'all, I'm Alicia Burton. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.